Hello guys, welcome back to our Deathcraft tekkit server, or as more Charles Deathsphere. If you guys remember last episode, we finished the sphere, started making the sky blocks, started putting them down, also started putting down some ground. I showed you guys how these lights work. Our greatwood tree is actually grown up. That's great news. As I said, they take a while to grow up, so it means they will grow in the absence of direct sunlight. The other light, these Thermcraft lights are super potent. I took the light out of this tree and moved it to the greatwood tree, so it's a little bit dark there. And I got 1,600, I think 1,600 dirt from Shorebird, and I placed that down because I've got a plan what I want to do here today. I don't stress about the grass. I'm figuring the grass as I work around here because my 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 arm allows turns dirt into grass as I run over it. So sooner or later, this whole place should be grass and be looking great and stuff. So maybe even put it down a lake later. We'll see. We'll see as we get space for this stuff and as we decide to add it. But for now, I want to show you guys what I did over here. Let's go back to first person. So I put down these blocks of quartz all along the third level road just to break the edge there. And I've also ran into a slight problem because these lights, the redstone blocks we use here emit a redstone signal. Of course, they switch off the inverted sky blocks. So I had to place down some normal sky blocks, and sometimes they bug out, like a couple of them are doing, like assholes. Um, so I think the best thing for me to do is remove all the redstone. Maybe change it to lapis blocks. It could look good as well. It's gonna take some time just to chop them out and swap them out for lapis, but it's fine. Because I actually turn them into normal sky blocks, the redstone blocks. So I've also finished the first couple layers. This isn't desync or not loading. This is sky blocks. Looks great at night. In the day, I wish you could see clouds through here. You can only see the sun. So in the day, it's not that kiff. But at night, it looks awesome with the stars and the moon and stuff. Wow. And my frames are a lot better now that the Builder's Guide is gone as well. So I may switch over to texture pack. We'll see. So what I want to do today is, because we ran through a ton of ender pearls already, and I think it's close to how many skyblocks we've got left. Couple stacks to place, and that was about almost 3,500 sticks worth of redstone. So what we've got there is probably already like 2,500 inverted skyblocks. So let's just see, how's our ender pearl stock? It's like a 900. So it's getting lower. So I think we need to start planning more ender pearls. Now I don't want to go farm ender pearls again. In the end, I've got sort of another plan of action. So we'll see if we can implement that today. Other thing I want to do is set up some sort of sand production. As you can see, we've got sandstone, but no more sand. And I've had an idea what we can do there. So where's that sand? So if you put sandstone, you can crush some, but I don't really want to destroy my sandstone. Gravel could work. Gravel in the crusher. And I'd really like to use a crusher because I can put speed upgrades in them. This one's got ×9 speed upgrades. So I was thinking we crush down cobble because we got 35k of it, 35,000 of it. And if we ever run out, we can just switch these over to making stone or cobble, whatever we want. So it's just, I was thinking we crush the cobble down into gravel, and then crush the gravel down into sand. And then we've already set this thing up to automatically turn the sand into glass. So how much glass have we got in this AE? We got 3,900. So I think maybe set up a dedicated energized smelter for sand. I think we do a whole thing. So just remove. Is it you? No, it's on the side. Let's remove that. So I don't want it to smelt up all the sand. Now I want to put limits on it. We don't want this thing to run just out of bounds. So leave it in. We'll make a new one. So let's see. Energize smelter. Sterling energized. Where are you? There's also smelter. How do I smelt energized smelter? So we're gonna need a steel casing. Throw that in two of these control circuits. And give me one of those. Now I've already bought some crushers. So let's take those as well. And we're gonna need some conduit. So we got a conduit, ME conduit. We got some. He's still crafting. What do you mean? Oh, he's missing sand. So he's missing. I'm actually missing sand now to craft essential stuff. So it's good we're getting this set up. What else will we need? We'll need an export. I'm thinking a basic export bus should work, but we want it to run faster, so I don't want it to the export bus, the speed it pulls it out. Although it should be fast enough. It's fine. We'll use that and use the import. Oh, we got a bunch of import buses, so just to get it back in. And I think I made a redstone signal. What do you call that? Emitter. Oh yeah, I crafted our level emitter. So I crafted that earlier. That should be everything we need, and it just grabs some cobble. And look, I haven't got sand, so we'll let this thing run. Oh, well, you know what? We'll need some facades as well. We don't want to leave this thing. How many facades have we got? A couple. That's more than enough. Okay. Now, I've already decided I'm going to put it here on this level. Let's just see, just chop out this one. Last time I accidentally chopped out part of the furnace, which I don't want. Let's get our wrench out. So, actually we can just draw power from here, so let's fill up here. So you can see through the facade we've got energy conduits already running there, so all we need to do is take these and hook it up there. Could also do is maybe take out this. No, it's fine, we'll leave it. I'll feed in from the sides. So what we want is energized smelter on the right, and then there. Still got cobble in it. Okay. So we're gonna want it to run. Oh, please let me just stand there. So yeah, it took me a while to figure out how these work. So red is input, blue is output. So let's say you get from that side output to the right. Is that right? And you are want to input from the left, output to the right. Input from the left. Is it dark red and red? No, it's just dark red. I don't know why they did that. Okay, so all of them are input from the left up to the right and power from the bottom. So that's perfect. All of them should be full power. And then we'll put a basic export bus over here. Is this export bus still set up for cobble? Yes. Yeah, so I tested this out earlier. I just want to pull this out. Now I want you to start right now. And I want you to output on this side. And let's just hook all this up with a conduit. And then we'll just put a level emitter there. Can I put it there? I need to take you out. Yes, I do need to do that. Okay, and we'll say I want this one to switch off if my sand runs too low. Now I haven't got any sand, which is a bummer. Let's crush some gravel, so just get some sand so I can show this thing not to smelt up too many sand. Now I see it's quite slow still. We're gonna speed this up in a second. Okay. So I want you to switch off if, let's call it 1,000. If we don't want our sand to run under 1,000, because we want sand for other things as well. So if we got less than 1,000 sand, is this right? Because I want this you to okay, we want it like that. So you shouldn't be running. Okay, there, the sand's in there. Now it's not running. That's what we want. So we only want this thing to start running once we've got at least 1,000 in the AE. I think that's set up properly. We'll add cobble. Let you start. Let's just see. So this thing should dump the gravel to the right. Is that the right slot? Okay, let me do some troubleshooting there. I'll come back in a second. Okay guys, I figured it out. Should have been on auto eject. I don't switch that on. So we'll do that with you as well. So I want you to auto eject as well. The other issue we have. So this thing is gonna give us a little bit of an issue. Let's just take out this one. And I want another import bus here. Give me basic import bus. So, just in case this one is full of sand, this won't run if we've got less than 1,000 sand in the AE. So in case this one is full, it should start dumping the sand to the top. Okay, let's speed these up a bit. There's our mechanism. I Let's upgrade. So, yeah, item speed upgrade. So when I need 8, 8, 8, what we short on? What are we short on? Crafting 64, please. Okay, it's busy crafting. So let's put some speed upgrades into these so long. I'm gonna spend too much time on this because I really want to get to some other things. So we'll watch them quick just to show you guys. You'll see the speed increase a lot. So that's full speed. I can increase the capacity as well, but I don't think we want to do that. Just see a speed upgrade. Okay, we made enough. I think we can stack 8. The super high jump is nice, but also not so nice. Okay, so we'll just let this run. The other thing I really want to tackle today, I'm gonna need some buckets for it, or maybe a tank. Let's see, what kind of tanks have we got in there? It's energized glowstone, PC factory tank. Let's make a portable tank to take with. So that should be big enough. I mean, I only want to get like 9 buckets because I want to grab that in fluid that we've got at the base. I only need 1 bucket really. And we've got instead. So what we want to do is over here at the base we've got, there's 2 things I want to do. I want to move over the, just go over here. I want to move this setup over to the new base. And I want to change it up as well, because on grass these ender lily seeds grow super slow. I mean, you'll wait like a week or 2 weeks in game for it to grow. I think on endstone it grows a lot faster, but there's a way we can speed it up even more. Now, I had it growing on the endstone because on the endstone there's a chance to get a second seed, and I think I started with 6 seeds and I've got a bunch in the AE as well. So this thing has served its purpose. I've made more seeds. I've now got enough seeds to make a lot, and you'll automatically replant them. See, they just made like a second seed. So let's see, ender, we want these ender cores. So this is what we want to grow them on. Now these are not cheap. I mean, magical wood you only need 4 enchanted books. That's gonna take the longest time to make. What do you need for? That's ender pearl, obsidian. I think we can teach the AE this recipe. That we've got blaze powders. We've got that. So I think I'll teach the AE this, and I'll set up a system so I can quickly get a lot of XP, because I've got XP for levels, and you only need a book that does. I've got a tank full of XP and it's hooked up to this ender tank as well. So what we'll do is I'll set up sort of like a little room to make level 1 books, just to chuck them in the AE so the AE can take them and craft us some magical wood and some ender cores. So I'll come back once I've got enough ender cores. I'm thinking, how big's this area? I'm thinking a 5x5 should be sufficient. So if you've got a 5x5 area, maybe we'll do it a bit bigger. Um, 7 by 7, that means 49 of those cores. That's gonna be a lot. Okay, let me get to crafting all that up and then we'll come back once we've got that. Because the other thing we need to do is move this setup, this Herbia setup. I have to move that to the new base because we're gonna really want this lamp of growth to speed it up even more. So let me craft up all those books. It's gonna take a while to get all the books we need because we needed what's it, 416 books per ender core. So that's gonna take the most time. I mean the rest, obsidian and ender pearls, that's peanuts. That's easy to make. Okay, I'll come back once we got that. Okay guys, we're back and I think we've ran into a little bit of a problem. I just want to show you guys how sand production is going. That's been like 10-15 minutes I think. So it's filled up the smelter. So now it's started just chucking it in the AE through the import bus. This thing hasn't switched on yet because remember we switched it, it mustn't switch on unless we got more than 1,000. Now the problem I've ran into here, I've got tons of books. I think I still got like 400 books in the AE or 300. So I just set up a simple setup here, enchanting table, so I can just chuck them in the chest there when I'm done. In the chest with in the tank with the XP here, XP shower, and if I stand here, but you see what's happening there, my XP bar isn't filling up. Now I thought it's maybe the armor, I removed the armor, it's not that, so for some reason I'm bugged, I can't get XP, which normally I don't give a shit about, because I don't need XP for anything, except now I need XP to make level 1 enchanted books. So now I'm kind of screwed. So I'm thinking I may log in with my brother's character in a bit and go use him to make the book, see if his character's XP meter does work. But mine's bugged. And I'll ask the admins later if I see them what they think and maybe they can solve the problem for me, but in the meantime I think we'll just use endstone to build what we want here. Just put that away, and I want some sapling as well. Okay, so let's go back here. So in the meantime I'm just going to use endstone for it, and I got a bunch of these ender goo buckets, so I've got sort of a plan on what we wanted to. So let's just go through here. So I was thinking of putting it up in the sky, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's fine. Let's build it here. So let's make it 3 by 3 and then expand from there how we want it. I'm not sure what's our range on our golems. They should be able to reach the whole area we've got. So let's make it slightly bigger. Because in my opinion, if you're not going to make it look good, then why do it? If you're going to do it, make it look good. So I want that ender chest right in the middle. I'll just put one. So that's where our ender chest will go. I think slightly bigger. So let's take it out another little bit. It look like a piece of the end we put down here. Okay, how's that? That should be quite big enough, and the golem should be able to reach everything. I think we can even go one bigger, but for now, I think this should give us more than enough ender pearls. We're gonna put a lamp of growth here as well. So if we've got the chest here, and we want the lamp of growth there, so our mirror goes here. Is that? Or the mirror can go even one higher as well. It's fine. As long as could put the lamp there and the mirror next to the side there, and then the chest in the middle. And that should be fine. And then we plant the ender lilies all around. Now, what I thought we'd do was use these buckets of ender goo. Now, I just need to find a good way of putting them down. Let me play around a bit and I'll come back once I've decided something. Because I don't want to just place them down because you lose a bucket and you can't pick them up again. If you try to pick it up, if you throw it down, you lose a bucket as well. They destroy the bucket. That's why I've got like 7 buckets in here, but I thought, no, I'm not going to waste more buckets. I'll just grab a bunch of buckets and bring it over here. So let me just play around a little bit with the design and then we'll come back once we got that and we'll start moving stuff over. Okay guys, we're back. I'm not 100% happy with this design. I don't like that I can see the edge of the clear glass. But the reason I've got the clear glass is because I don't want the golems to be able to jump out here. I want the golems to stay contained in this space. And 2i, they shouldn't be able to get out. Because I don't want this, especially the gather golem, to go over the side after something that's lying there, because they'll jump over and they'll go right to the bottom to fetch something, but he won't be able to come back. So I actually want something that I can't see the glass. It should just be these hanging here. But for now, until I figure something else out, this should be fine. Just chop this out so it looks a little bit better. Super fast, too fast almost. I don't want you out as well. Maybe it'll look a bit better if I've got it like that. And now I'm dropping stuff there. I don't really care about what I'm dropping. Oops. That stuff's super poisonous. We don't want to get that near that. It'll clear itself up in a second. So yeah, it doesn't look that bad. I think it's fine. We can keep it as is. Let's just go fetch our golems. I think what I really just quickly need to do is make a new Golemancer spell. Because I think that was part of the stuff that got destroyed in the patch. The more I think about it, we actually lost a bunch of very cool stuff. I switched to this texture pack as well. So I thought maybe... And another weird thing is, in the end I lose the bucket. I lose the bucket when I use it on the portable tank. That's my flux capacity. I'm not used to how some of this stuff looks now. But in the overall, just dumping down the bucket, I can actually use it. So it depends. Do you want to waste buckets? That's a big question. So what do you need? Golemancer's belt. I'm sure I lost this thing. Just 4 quartz sticks. So that's fine. I'll just grab that along. So you can see we're already on 406 quartz. So that means our mining lasers we set up for quartz are really doing their thing. And that's good because I actually want some burnt quartz and normal quartz for the area that I want to set up for the herbia, to change the herbia sets, etc. But I don't want to move the nether wart farm right now. We'll first need quickly a nether golemancer's bell, just to grab up these 2 golems. So it's like that. And that. Can you give it to me? Cool, leave it there. So is this one charged up as well? It should be. Actually, no one can. Other thing we really need to do is maybe set a claim there. We'll do that next episode when we move the herbia as well. Ugh, where am I going? Let's grab these guys. Now I've got a little more lag with this. Not lag, like delay and struggles to load. I want you and you. Ugh, they hurt you so bad. Where's my... Did I break the wrong golem first and did they throw the other one into the AE? That could have happened. I really hope we didn't destroy him. Lose him somehow. Let's just see. This is gather. Yeah, no, I think he. Oops. I think he threw the harvest golem in the AE. So we'll just go fetch him out there. So this should be everything we need. Except for the lamp of growth, of course. We'll maybe do that next episode because we're running short of time here. That's why I don't play with the texture pack on. Especially for recording as well. It's easier just to keep it. I like the texture pack, but have I not got, what happened to my, oh, god damn it. Unless it fell through somewhere else. So if I can just grab another golem, just to, because all of them are on replant. Okay, now that's what I'll do. I'll grab steal another golems, one from the, just so we can, bloody hell, just so we can do our thing here. So who's my, I think you're the harvest golem. You're coming with me. Okay, we got him. So he's on, yeah, I think he's got a range boost as well as a range boost and so he's got the, I think the aqua, the water and the order. So the water increases his range and the order. See, this is struggling to load. Yeah, no, I don't think we can play with the texture pack or not for recording purposes. Where's this thing? There we are. So what we want is, you can really make this thing bigger. I'll see. See how fast it is. I really don't want to do too much with it because I actually want to. So this is our gather and harvest. Gather, you go there. Harvest, you can also stand next to him because I'm going to be planting, yeah. I may need to fetch more seeds. Okay, so I'll go fetch more seeds as well. With the lamp of growth, this thing should be decent fast. I mean, I'll need to place a chunk loader here. But this thing should have a decent rate of running as well. And I think that's all we have time for. I've already got over my 30 minutes I wanted to record for today. So yeah, that's it for today. As always, please leave a like or a comment. Any suggestions, sure, go for it. If you could get me a solution for this problem we have here, great. Otherwise I'm going to change that out for lapis soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode.